Hi, my name is Cassie Levis, and I will be presenting Phase 1 of the hero's journey of Iron Man. The first stage in the hero's journey is the call to adventure. In the movie Iron Man, Tony Stark, the hero, is being called to adventure by being notified that terrorist organizations all over the world are using his own weapons, including the large Jericho missile, against America and small countries in the Middle East. He first finds out when he is suddenly attacked and captured by terrorist organizations during a weapons demonstration, which is the blunder of this stage. After Tony is captured, he sees that the terrorists have possession of many of his weapons. Also, when he returns home, he is notified by reporter Christine Everhart that the terrorists still have possession of many of his weapons and are still using them to attack countries in the Middle East. The second stage, Refusal of the Call, is after Tony Stark returns home and is free from the grasp of the terrorists. He calls a press conference where everybody expects him to announce that he will be using his new weapons to defeat the terrorists. Instead, he decides to shut down the weapons manufacturing section of Stark Industries. At first, his colleague Obadiah Stane is appalled that Tony would shut down the weapon manufacturing, but then realizes that it would be a chance for Tony to never answer the call and for him to answer the call instead. Obadiah Stane being the evil architect. The third stage is the Supernatural Aid, which is after the famous Tony Stark is captured by terrorists and put in a cave ordered to build the Jericho missile. He meets Jensen, who's put there to assist Tony in building the missile. Instead, Jensen assists him in building the arc reactor, which is a device to keep Tony alive after shrapnel is in his chest. And they use the arc reactor to build a large metallic suit to escape the cave. The stage 4 is the crossing of the first threshold. The crossing of the first threshold is when Tony first makes the new Iron Man suits and crosses the threshold from being just a regular billionaire to pretty much a world-saving billionaire by building the suits. Stage 5 is the belly of the whale. In the movie Iron Man 2, Tony discovers that the arc reactor, the one item that is keeping him alive, is slowly poisoning his blood, giving him only a few months to live. The Guardian he encounters is director Nick Fury of an organization called S.H.I.E.L.D. When he meets up with Tony, he temporarily delays the arc reactor poisoning, slowing it down but not completely curing it. This leaves Tony to solve the problem on his own.
I'm Aubrey Payne, and I'm doing Phase 2 Initiation. The first stage is the Road of Trials, which is the most exciting step yet. This is where Tony discovers the full extent of the arc reactor and his new element. He tries many suits to help him with the different parts of his journey. Stage 2 is the meeting with the Goddess, where he meets the key woman who helps him. We decided the Goddess is Natalie Rushman, or Agent Romanoff. She gives him an injection that slows the symptoms of the arc reactor, invades Hammer Industries, hacks into the system, and gives Tony his best friend back. Stage 3 is the Temptation. The arc reactor, the thing that was keeping him alive, was also slowly killing him, which made him want to give up. Stage 4 is Atonement. It's the center point of the story. This is where the 42 Iron Man suits face up against the Extremis. The Extremis virus is a microsurgery experimental robotics technology called the Super Soldier Project. They're almost impossible to kill, breathe fire, and melt metal with their hands. Stage 5 is the Apotheosis. The hero is exalted to the rank of God. This is at the Stark Expo, where everyone recognizes Tony as Iron Man. He shows off the suit and claims to have made world peace. Stage 6 is the Ultimate Boon. The hero has completed their journey and gets the achievement of the quest. This is where Tony discovers a new element through his father's late work and is able to use it to replace the arc reactor. Boom. Done.
Hi, my name is Ana Urrutia, and I am doing Phase 3 of the hero's journey of Iron Man. In Stage 1 of Phase 3, the Refusal to Return, Tony gives the Mandarin his home address in Malibu. This shows him not being willing to back down from a fight, something he should have learned long ago. In the second stage, the Magic Flight, Jarvis, the AI, malfunctions and sends Tony to Roseville, Tennessee. This was during the middle of a fight, which symbolizes Tony leaving the superhero world or lifestyle and going back to normal things. In the third phase, the Rescue from Without, Tony meets Harley, a kid from Roseville, Tennessee, who helps him gather materials to fix the suit. In the crossing of the return threshold, the fourth step of Phase 3, Tony and Pepper reunite during the final battle. Pepper, as the home in Malibu has been destroyed by now, symbolizes home, or at least everything Tony has left that he actually cares about. In the 5th step, the Master of the Two Worlds, Tony destroys all his suits for Pepper and for himself also. This shows him growing up, and it demonstrates that he doesn't need the suits anymore, and that he is Iron Man without them. And in the last final step, Freedom to Live, Tony sorts out Pepper's illness and finally gets the shrapnel and the arc reactor off of his chest, which symbolizes him being lifted off of the burden of being a superhero.
Thanks for watching the hero's journey of Iron Man.
Don't subscribe, don't review, don't do anything, please. This is not for entertainment. This is for a grade. Mr. Graffenreid, Mr. Shaw, please give us an A. We worked very hard on everything we did. Thank you. Goodbye.
Truth is,